Olfrid, patron of the great clan Battle-Born. A name I'm sure you know well. Battle-Born is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battle-Born they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too, aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, Olfina Gray-Mane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Gray-Manes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. And what have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Just one more thing the Gray-Manes want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ha! You watch yourself out there.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side.
Then you've come to the right.
After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it? If you change your mind, seek me out here.
We sell bows, arrows, and eggs.
Don't even think. Huh?
Excuse me, but I'm trying to read. Nothing like a good adventure or romance to lose.
Got the magic someplace else.
Gray-Mane or Battle-Born? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Gray-Mane or Battle-Born. New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Gray-Manes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battle-Born stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Gray-Mane or Battle-Born? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. More bad blood between the houses. Fralia is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore. Long live the Empire.
The very idea is inconceivable to our elven overlords.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Just 1 gold, please? Oh, thank you, Divines. Bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. You're the best. Can you be my father?
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days. Why?
Need something?
Make it stop.
Hello, child of Kinnereth. Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days. Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. The Gilder Green, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Elder Gleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hag Ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Tomorrow? What then? You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber's Scepter. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing! The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Thalmor against its own people! So rise up! Rise!
Got a lot of steel to shape. The Skyforge? My clan fathers have worked it since the first Gray-Manes came to Whiterun. Skyforge steel is all the companions will use, for good reason. You blind, boy? I'm a blacksmith. Any halfwit can see that. By Ismail, are you thick, or just too new to know better? The companions are the oldest, most honored band of warriors in Skyrim. Whiterun was built around their home, Yorvaska. Don't reckon they could use you, but stranger things have happened. Why? Who says I haven't? Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The companions need the best, so they come to me. What are you doing that?
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avulstein, put that down! He's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battle-Born? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find him?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help? I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battle-Borns. They know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. The Battle-Borns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family, I'm sure of it. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive, I know those Battle-Borns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. Best if you didn't mention
If only you could help bring my son back to me. It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battle-Borns knew it. He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorlund tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr. The Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battle-Borns. Head up the steps from the market and look to your right. Can't miss it. My husband, you should ask. Well, that and maybe those. Don't even get me started on that lot. They put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Gray-Mane. Now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history. You take care of yourself. If only you could help bring my son back to me. Don't even think.
have news? Did you find something? Do you have news? Did you find something?
Huh?
Well, let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Need something? It's been a while now. I miss him, but it's clear he's not coming back. He knew what he was getting into. I don't blame anyone. If you need a drink, just holler.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful.
This was as stupid as I feud with Clan Gray-Mane. Need something? Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do. You can't hide. Think you can steal from me? What do you think? Come back. You're not getting any.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? Well, as I said, Arche is the god of life and death. You'll find his temples and halls of the dead all across Tamriel. Priests of Arche, such as myself, perform rites for the dead and sometimes console the bereaved. We also keep a constant vigil against those who practice the vile arts of necromancy. I asked the question because I was hoping you might be able to help me recover something I've lost.
My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. Blessing of Arcade upon I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living.
Huh? Yes, my Thane? Okay, got it. Anything else?
With this terrible war, I'm a bit overwhelmed, as are the catacombs. Oh, thank Arche! Please, take this gold for your troubles.